So yeah, if you guys want to check out any of my brand new videos that is just going to be about my hair and makeup, go ahead and subscribe to my new channel. So let's go ahead and get into the video. One more thing, make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys press that like button, and if you want to see future uploads, make sure you go ahead and turn on that notification bell. So let's get straight into it. What caused me to take out my nipple piercings after I found out I was pregnant? So let's just start from the beginning, basically. What caused me to decide to take out my nipple rings after having them for about 2 years almost? I think it was like 1 year and 11 months that I made it to before I went ahead and took them out. So when I first found out I was pregnant, I didn't really know if I was going to keep them or how that would work with breastfeeding. So I tried to look up some information on the internet. To be honest, there's really not that much on the internet in regards to what to do when you're want to go ahead and breastfeed but you have nipple rings. There's really not that much literature or videos. I think I might have found like one video of this lady who basically said she just went ahead and opted out to take them out because she tried, and I think she said it was like too painful, because there are nipple ring retainers, the little like silicone ones, silicone grade, I think it's like medical grade retainers that you can put in. But essentially what you would have to do is each time you breastfeed, take out your nipple rings, and then when you're done breastfeeding, put them back in. And if anybody knows about breastfeeding and nipple rings, or just either or, that is very painful, because even if you're not pregnant or anything like that, the nipples are still very sensitive, and to have to keep taking them out to put them back in, sounds like your nipples will get irritated extremely fast, you know. So I decided to take mine out around my second trimester, because it took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. I still thought that maybe I could do it because it's just such a beautiful, I just love them so much, and they were, I just don't like wasting piercings. This is kind of a thing of mine. I don't like wasting it. Like if I have to close up a piercing that I got, it annoys me because I spent so much money on it, you know what I mean? But essentially that was my decision to go ahead and take them out. I get a lot of questions like if I'm going to put them back in. I don't know. That's a good question. Am I going to put them back in? Because I have scar tissue now, so when the piercer will go in to pierce it, I don't know if I would do that again. I love how they look, but that's a very high maintenance piercing. Very high maintenance. More high maintenance than I've ever, like any piercing I've ever had. And I've had my nose, my ears. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. And I mean, this video is pretty short because just me just explaining like why I took them out is really not that big of a reason. But if I could give a tip or advice to any woman out there who wants to get their nipples pierced but they're not really done having kids, just wait until you feel like you've hit that limit on how many kids you want to have, and then go ahead and get your nipples pierced. Because for me, I had my first son, and then maybe I think 6 or 7 years had passed before I decided to get my nipples pierced. And then I ended up getting pregnant like almost 2 years after I got them pierced. So, you know, it's just kind of like I enjoyed it for those 2 years, but, you know, I didn't even get a chance to wear a white shirt in public. So it's kind of like, you know, just figure out, I mean, it's kind of hard for some people to do that, but that's just kind of like my tip or my take on it. That's just my tip and my take on the nipple ring thing. But during my pregnancy, was it uncomfortable? Was it uncomfortable having them? No, it wasn't. As I said before, it was pretty annoying because they're very high maintenance, you know what I mean? There's not much that has to happen for you to annoy the piercing. It's not much that has to happen. So my tip would be wait until you're done having all your children. How many other children you think you're gonna have, or do you think you're gonna have a large gap like how I did? You know, go ahead and do it. But if you get pregnant right after it, more than likely you're gonna have to take that nipple piercing out. If you don't and you want to breastfeed, you know, you could definitely try that, but it just sounds really painful to try and keep taking out your barbells to put them back in. And if you're a woman who doesn't breastfeed, then you're good to go, you know. If you're using formula, then this isn't going to be a problem for you. But yeah, so that's that. That's the update on my nipples. I really just kind of left it unanswered basically because I hadn't made a nipple ring in God knows how long, a nipple ring video in God knows how long, and you know, I just kind of wanted to just close that chapter, just let everybody who was watching my videos know we're just interested that I ended up taking them out, you know. But it was an awesome piercing. I would recommend it, you know. If you're really sensitive to pain, then I would not recommend it. But if you're not the type of person who likes to take care of your piercings, and I would not tell you to get that. If you're the type of person who's just kind of just whatever, some people don't research. If you don't research, if you don't just don't want to take care of something, don't get them, because you're gonna end up with an infection and some really hurting, like sad looking nipples. Yeah, so that's what you're gonna end up with. And it healed fine. That's what I was kind of scared about when I first took them out. I was scared, like, how long is it gonna take for these things to close? You know, like, am I gonna have a problem breastfeeding? Because I know that that's like a, I'm gonna call it a myth. Like on the internet, people say, like, you know, you might have a problem if you want to breastfeed. That's not true. I had no problem breastfeeding. Some people say that the milk will squirt out of the holes that it was pierced in. That doesn't even make any sense. That did not happen to me. That did not happen to me. And my nipple, my piercing holes closed up in a matter of days, in a matter of hours, literally. Like, they closed up so fast. If there's no barbell in those things, they're gonna close up for real. Like, I can't even, the tissue down there, you can't even tell that you even had a nipple ring. So it heals fine, you know, at least mine did. But yeah, so everything was cool. If you guys have any questions about my nipple rings and what it was like being pregnant with them, if there's something I didn't cover in this video, please make sure to go ahead and comment your questions down below. Yeah, so that's pretty much just the video. Make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe, and share this video with anybody you know who may be pregnant and have nipple rings. That's just pretty much my update on it. Yeah, so please go ahead and like and share, and turn on that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Peace.